Brita, the questioning quilter, and I'd like to thank all of you for your kind words, your support and prayers and encouragement. When I broke my shoulder a few months ago, the bone is completely healed. I'm in physical therapy and getting better every week. Now, it's been a long time coming, but I am so happy with my latest disappearing pattern. I call it Pieces of Candy, and it looks great no matter how many different fabrics you choose to use. You could use just 2 colors, 3 colors. Here's another 3-color version. How about 5 different fabrics? And of course the scraps. Now, this is a disappearing churn-dash that starts with a positive and a negative churn-dash. And I'm going to do things a little differently. I'm going to start off by showing you how to make the 2-color version because that's the simplest. Another thing that I really like about this pattern is that all of the starting pieces are exactly the same size. Now, I chose 5-inch squares. Now, the first block is going to need 4 half-square triangles. I make this by putting the right sides together. I draw a line diagonally from corner to corner. Then I sew a scant 1/4 inch on either side of this line. Then we're going to cut right along here, open it up, press to the dark, and you will have 2 half-square triangles that we're going to trim down to 4.5 inches by 4.5 inches. We also need 4 bar blocks, and we're going to start off the same way, put the right sides together, except this time we're drawing the line halfway across, and since this is a 5-inch square, we're drawing the line at 2.5 inches. Right here, you're going to sew a 1/4 inch on either side, cut it along that drawn line, and you will have 2 bar blocks that measure 4.5 tall but 5 inches wide. Notice this is a rectangle, not a square. 4.5 by 5. So the only thing we have left for the first block is a 5-inch by 5-inch white square that goes in the center. Now we're going to take the 4 half-square triangles we made and put 1 in each corner. The only thing you have to remember is make the dark go towards the center and the white is to the outside. Now we have the 4 bar blocks. We're going to put 1 in each compass point, north, east, south, and west. That's all there is. That's a churn-dash block. And when it's all sewn together, it looks like this. So the second block, very similar to the first block, except we're starting with a 5-inch by 5-inch blue square in the center. We're going to take the half-square triangles, put them in the corner again, but the difference here is that the white is now pointed to the center and the dark is to the outside. The same with these bar blocks. We're going to put them in the compass points again, north, east, south, and notice the white is towards the center. And when it's all sewn together, it looks like this. So now we have a positive churn-dash and a negative churn-dash, and these 2 blocks are going to make 2 candy blocks. Now, the first thing we have to do is cut this into 4 even pieces. Now, the calculation for that's really easy. We're going to take this center piece and we're going to cut it in half. So this is 4.5 inches. Divide that by 2 is 2.25. So we're going to make a vertical cut 2.25, a horizontal cut 2.25, and as if by magic, we have 4 sub-blocks. Now we're going to make the same cuts over here, vertical and horizontal, and again, 4 sub-blocks. Now, to make the piece of candy is so easy. We're going to take this negative with this blue in the corner and rotate it so that the blue is to the center. This is in the upper right spot. The blue corner to the center. We're going to take this one and do the exact same thing, except into the lower left corner. Again, the dark half square triangle to the center. And see, we have a piece of candy. Now we have 2 positive subblocks and 2 negative subblocks here. We could just sew them together like this, and that makes an awesome block in my opinion, but that's a quilt for another day. To make this into a piece of candy, we're going to rotate it 180 degrees so that this dark corner is to the center. Again, 180 degrees, so the dark is to the center. Sew them together, and we have 2 beautiful blocks. Here's the full quilt. Notice the blue candies on a white background and the white candies on a blue background. Isn't that beautiful? So this is the first of the 3 color versions. You can see that the positive Churn-Dash is just like the other one, except there's a yellow block in the center. Now the negative Churn-Dash also has a yellow block in the center, but notice that in the compass points, instead of blue and white bar blocks, they're yellow and white bar blocks. Now this gets rearranged just like last time. We take the negative and we turn it so that the blue half square triangle is pointed to the middle. The same here, the blue half square triangle pointed to the middle, and we rearrange the second block just the same. Now, before I fell, I put a survey on the community page, and I asked people which layout they liked the best, and 36% of you said that you liked this the best. And when these are all sewn together, they look like this. And if you put a lot of these blocks together, you could get this beautiful quilt. Here is the other 3-color design. It's very similar. You'll see, still have the yellow in the center here. You have the yellow and white bar blocks here and here, but the center is now blue, just like in the 2-color version. We make the candy piece just the same. And when we rearrange the other one and sew them together, you get these blocks. Now, when they're made into an entire quilt, it looks like this, which got 44% of the vote. Now, if you want to compare for yourself, see which one you like better, here is both of them side by side. Well, I found these 4 coordinating fabrics at the Ribbon Factory in Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania last year. Ooh, and I was so excited to use them in the project. So, with the white background, here is the 5-color version. Doesn't it look great? For this quilt, I made a dozen 5-inch charms from light scraps, 30 from medium to dark, and then I used 3 different yellow fat quarters and a yard of white fabric. Let me show you. These are the starting blocks for the scrap version. Not a huge difference. Just notice that the yellow has been made into the half square triangles which go in the corner of the positive Churn-Dash. Now, I said to sort your scraps light and dark. So the dark scraps are used to make these bar blocks here and to make the corner blocks of the negative Churn-Dash and dark in the center. The light is used to make these bar blocks in the compass points, north, south, east, and west. Now, to make the candy piece is just as easy as all the others. We just take the dark half square triangle, rotate it to the center, and when they're all arranged and sewn together, they will look like this. To me, this looks like the hard candies that I had as a kid that had clear and yellow cellophane wrappers. Now, notice how the lighter scraps help the candy stand out, and the darker scraps become the center of these white candy pieces. This is my new favorite pattern. And thanks to everybody who suggested that I try a Disappearing Churn-Dash. And if you have any other blocks that you think I might want to try disappearing, put them in the comments. Stay well and happy quilting.